Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night, whatever it is, wherever you are. This may be a short video, guys, because I am in St. Louis, Missouri, and there is a storm coming. Today is 314 day, so I'm already back home. Me and the kids went out and did a few things today, but it is about to really storm really bad, and I'm sitting in my car, so listen, this may be a short video because I may need to run in the house. I'll try to do at least 7 or 8 minutes. But anyway, let's get straight to the point. You don't need validation. Your own visions is enough confirmation and validation. You know, your own spirit, your own intuition. You don't need to seek validation, approval, confirmation outwardly. And when I say that, I mean from people. You know in your heart if you're on the right path. You know in your heart if you are progressing every day. You know if you're in alignment, because you'll feel it. You already know. However, I understand. Listen, I get it. We're human. We like to justify our feelings with other people's approval. Even though we already know we're on the right track, we know we're making progress. We know we're feeling good about ourselves. We see the progress that we're making. But it's something in that, something with being a human still forces us to seek, those confirmations from others. When in reality, and I'm not trying to be mean when I say this, in reality, these are people who half the time aren't even on your level. They aren't doing what you are doing. They wouldn't understand what you're trying to do if you sat down and gave them a blueprint and explained to them what your plans, your goals, your visions are. They wouldn't understand it anyway. And constantly, though, we go and tell people what we're doing. We tell people what our ideas are. And I think we do it unconsciously, but at the same time, it's intentionally, because we're seeking approval. But at the same time, it's like we also don't realize that we're doing it. As an actor, I can tell somebody, oh my God, I just auditioned for this biopic, and it's the pilot, Bessie Coleman. Do you think I can play it off? Do you think that even though I know in my heart I can do it, but I'm still asking people, do you see me as Bessie Coleman? Do you think I can, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I know what I'm saying. I hear myself asking for approval, even though I know I can do it. So it's kind of like we know what we're doing, but then again, we don't realize what we're doing. And it's so weird. And just like in my other videos, it's like you have to train your mind to be okay and comfortable and content with where you are in life, what you're doing, the level you're on, the little bit of progress that you've made. Your credit score went up 4 points this month. That's a big deal. Okay? That's a big deal. Listen, you don't need to ask someone else, oh, how do I get my credit score up 20 points like you did? It doesn't matter. Do what you're doing. Focus on yourself, because these people, they'll intentionally tell you to do something just to knock you off your game. I'm telling you, you gotta save this video. It's a harsh reality. I've realized at the age of 39, you cannot go around just talking and asking for advice and asking for opinions and receiving other people's suggestions, and it's too much. And it's like your progress, it'll get tainted. You'll get thrown off. You'll get back home. You've been doing good all month, right? You talk to one friend, then you get back home, and it's like now you double guessing yourself. It's so crazy how easily your spirit can just get, I guess, tainted, like I just said. to be honest with you, because that's what it is. It's like you're open arms. You're allowing all of these different energies and opinions and suggestions and advice. You've opened yourself to all of that. Now, the little zone you were in, you just got knocked off your game. Because now you're thinking about the little shade that such and such, all the little shady comments or the little laughs or the little, oh, what you trying to build your credit score for? Or oh, your credit score should already be up. All the little stuff that people says. And then you were so proud of yourself, right? Before you even talk to anyone. Now you feeling like you back on level 1 because somebody said, oh, well, you should have already had your credit score up. Just little stuff like that will totally throw you off your game, and it'll mess with you emotionally if you let it. It is so insane to me how quiet you have to be about the smallest things. If you guys hear the wind or this lady's shed, my next door neighbor has a shed. It was already being torn down, so now it's like about to blow away, literally. I'm sorry if you guys hear all the background, but the only confirmation that you need is within you and God. And when you know that you're in alignment, is how you feel about yourself, how you feel. It's all about how you feel. Listen, as a mother, I have promised myself not to allow myself to get into group conversations, especially with people who barely know me, right? You can say anything, and then here comes all of the unwanted advice and all of the, literally, I remember a few years ago, I was standing outside and I was with a group of moms. I was literally, I don't know, I guess the conversation of dinner came up or lunch or whatever. And I literally remember saying that I'm going to cook a light pasta, a pasta or something. This mom stood there and I guess assumed that I didn't have my own recipe or I didn't know how to cook pasta. I don't know. But she proceeded to tell me what to do and what to buy at the store and how to do it and what I should do and what I should. And I'm like, in my head, in my mind, I'm like, and not to be mean, I'm not a mean person. But in my mind, I'm like, listen, like, I didn't ask for any recipes. I didn't ask for any suggestions. Hell, my recipe may be better than yours. You know what I mean? Like, what are you talking about? And she's like, go and get this brand of sauce, and then all you got to do is do this and do that, and bam. Okay, well, I have my own process. I have my own Alfredo sauce process, ma'am. I didn't ask for any quick and easy, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, recipes. I actually like to cook my pastas slow. I like to really take my time with my lasagnas and my pastas. And it's like, people, it's like, I don't think that they realize what they're doing sometimes. Also, I another example of this, I took my daughter, because she runs track, I took my daughter to get her physical. And I had my mom's foster baby with me, Jamori. And Jamori, he has slight autism, okay? So, I was having a rough time with him in the doctor's office. By this time, Ryan was already back there getting her physical. I had checked her in. I was in the room with her, made sure everything's okay. I asked her if she was comfortable enough for me to walk back out in the waiting room with Jamori, because it was just too much going on back there. So it's like every parent who walked in, I guess they noticed that he, had autism. And I won't say every parent, but 2 women proceeded to just talk my ear completely off about autism and what I can do and what I need to do and the resources and the programs and what. And I'm like, listen, I'm physically drained because I'm trying to keep him entertained while my daughter's in the back getting her physical. I'm chasing him around the waiting room. I'm trying to pick him up off the floor. You know what I mean? Like, I am trying to handle him, and they're talking my ear off and steadily asking me questions. Now, remind you, this isn't, my son. This is, my mom's foster baby who's been with us for a while. So I know him pretty well. But they kept talking and asking so many questions, even after I informed them that, yeah, he has all the resources. Jawari's doing well. He's in therapy. He goes to, the proper school that caters to all of his needs, every need. You know what I mean? Like, he has access to all the resources. He's in all the programs, everything that he needs to be involved in. He's already involved in, right? Oh my God, that didn't mean anything. They just kept talking and talking and talking, and it's like, oh my goodness. But that was just another example, guys. Oh my goodness. It's so weird. I guess I'm just not the type of person who likes the unwanted advice and the unwanted suggestions. And it's like, what makes you think what makes you think that we haven't already provided all of the resources to the baby? You know what I mean? Like, what makes you think that hasn't already been established already? And nothing's wrong with asking questions first, but I'm talking about when people just automatically dump all of this information on you as if you asked, or as if you reached out to them, or it's just, sometimes I avoid conversations with, like, moms. No offense. Like, listen, don't get this twisted. Like, I am nice. I'm not just standing there frowned up or making it obvious that I don't want to talk. But if I can, I would probably avoid, like, the mom groups and because it's like there's always that person or that mom that just says something so outlandish, or like something so off the wall, or so unnecessary, or so, like, you guys know what I'm talking about. I know you do. Or even that coworker at work. You can come in with some red heels on and they'll say, oh yeah, I like those heels, but you should have worn black today because, black looks better with that blazer. What? Excuse me? What are you talking about? Like, maybe I only had red heels to wear. All right? Maybe I like these red heels with my blazer. What makes you think that your opinion outweighs my decision to wear my red heels? Stop seeking validation, y'all. Stop allowing people to come into your life and in your space with these weird energies. Listen, our own intuition, our own prayers to God. If you don't believe in God, you still know what I'm saying. It's still within you. You still, all the outwardly seeking, chasing up behind people, trying to be friends with everyone, like, all of that, it'll throw you off track so bad. I'm telling you, it'll throw you off track from what you should be doing and focused on. I'm telling you, it'll have you so emotionally unstable to the point where all you're thinking about is what they're gonna say next time. You know what I mean? What they're gonna say next time you're in their presence. You gotta check people too, y'all. You gotta check people where they stand. As long as you let those little comments slide and all the little weird stuff and all the little weird, you see what they're doing. And you know why you see what they're doing? It's because it's intentional and they know what they're doing. And they wanted you to feel that way. It was intentional. And you better believe it boosts their ego when you're steady calling them, you're steady texting them, you're steady, oh, what should I do? What should I wear? I don't know. Listen, it's time to get some dignity in 2025. These people are barely running their own lives properly. Trust me. These people barely know how to pay their own bills. These people are barely paying their own mortgages. These people have a trail of ex-boyfriends and ex-girlfriends behind them, and you asking them for relationship advice. Listen, the wind is blowing. I'm about to go in the house. I just wanted to get this message out. You already know the answer. If you don't, tap into yourself. Pray about it. Leave these people where they stand. Stop giving people so much power over your life and over your decisions and over your well-being and over your day-to-day routine. With that being said, guys, what's today? Today's Friday. Happy Friday. I'm feeling good today. It's 314 day in St. Louis, March 14th. For those who don't know, 314 is our area code. So we celebrate 314 day. Thank you guys. If you are still listening to this video, I really appreciate it. More audio only videos to come. I'll at least one a day. I'm really dedicating at least one audio video a day. If you guys like my shopping hauls, or even our gecko, we got a lizard back around Christmas time. So King the gecko has his own playlist. Okay, I have organized all of my videos into their own playlist. So just to make it easier for you guys, all of my gift basket videos, my tutorials, all of those videos are organized in their playlist. I have more grocery shopping hauls to come in the next few days. But if you are subscribed just to listen to my audio videos, I still appreciate you. I still love you. Thank you so much. My channel is growing. I'm writing down, more and more video ideas and stuff, trying to stay focused and stay on track and not be distracted. All right. I'm practicing my own. I'm trying to practice what I'm preaching here. Okay. But yeah, thank you for thank you for listening, but I guess you are watching too. But you guys hear that wind? Ooh-wee, I need to go in the house, guys. All right, bye-bye.